Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and a very good day. Today in this video, still within the SPC topics, especially on the process diagnostic purpose. So usually when we create SPC, we will be using the data that we have collected, and definitely the Minitab will calculate the UCL and also the LCL based on this data. And if you add in more and more data, okay, so definitely the UCL and so LCL will keep on changing. So this raises a question whether the in-control process is really capable. So how can we use SPC to ensure that in-control process is also a capable process based on a specific target value for average and target value for standard deviation? So what I'm trying to say is, how can we use that two figure and fix our UCL and also LCL, and whenever we have new data, it will not change the UCL and also the LCL. Although we can have different tools to measure the capability of our process, such as process capability, or even we can use hypothesis tools such as one sample T just to determine whether the average from the collected data is meeting the targeted average, one variance to determine whether the standard deviation from the collected data is meeting the targeted standard deviation. So for this video, I will be using a function in the SPC Minitab, which is the parameter function. Okay, so I'm using IMR chart in this case because I have no subgroup, but the technique can also be applied for a rational subgroup SPC. Okay, let's say this is my audit data, and I want to make sure that this audit data, okay, whether it sits nicely in between plus minus 3 standard deviation or in between the UCL, LCL based on a specific value of average and a specific value of standard deviation. So this is where I need to key in the specific value or the target value given to the process. Okay, once I click OK, alright, this is the IMR chart, okay, and this UCL here and the LCL for both IMR chart is basically based on the specific value of average and standard deviation that I have just keyed in. It is not based on the audit data. So how to demonstrate this? Alright, let me update result automatically. So this function is only available in Minitab 19, 20, 20.1. Okay, let me make it bigger. Alright. So please focus at the UCL and also the LCL value. Alright. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add in new data. Okay, continuation from the current data. So let's say I key in 3.5. Click enter. You can see the 3.5, this is new data, but the UCL, LCL for both I and also MR chart remain the same. Okay, let's see another data coming in, 4.5 for example. Okay, the same UCL and also the LCL, alright, the change is only on the data. So this is how you can use SPC, alright, to also answer the question whether your process is capable in meeting the UCL, LCL based on the specific value of average and the specific value of standard deviation. So for LSS practitioner, this method is very useful, especially when you are entering the audit stage. Alright, you want to ensure that the future audit data, whether it sits nicely in between UCL, LCL, that we calculate by using the improved data set average and improved data set standard deviation. So I hope it will benefit all of you and enjoy. Thank you for watching.